Hello, welcome all of you here in another session. We resume what we were doing on the last turn. We have had many sessions on the topics on those topic-wise questions. Error detection, sentence improvement, cloze test. This is another one in this series. Let's start without any delay. On the last turn, we had the first session. Now we have another one in cloze tests. Cloze tests which require the understanding level of your grammar, because whatever we put in that filler must be grammatically correct. If we need an adjective, the answer must be an adjective. If we need an adverb, it must be an adverb. If we need a noun, it must be a noun. It must be correct in terms of vocabulary also, the type of word, the meaning that we need. Apart from that, context also matters. What's the flow of the passage? What's the tone of the passage? What's the theme of the passage? The central argument of the passage? So we'll be picking such words. Let's start without any delay. I repeat, we are having this series, or we have been having this series, individual topics on error detection, sentence improvement, RC, cloze test, fillers, and all. Let's start. That was done on the last turn. If somebody is new here, please watch the previous session. That was done on the last turn, yes, and it was also done on the last turn. Next. You please have a look. I'll show the options. Grab the tone first, grab the theme first, grab the flow of the passage first. I will show the options then. You answer first, I will explain all at once. I hope we have gone through the passage, understood the theme, tone, flow. Let's have the options. I'm sure done. Enough time we've taken. Let's see. I was walking home from work when I saw somebody blank space I thought was my friend. At a glance, which seems good, but for people, my friend, we don't use which for human beings. Such I thought was my friend. There is no variety mentioned out there. Such a man. How is an adverb? You put the subjective case here. I met someone who was, I thought, my friend. You have a finite here, verb here, just the subjective case will work. So met someone who I thought was my friend. I went up to him or her. Go up to is to meet someone. Hey, how are you? What? Go up to someone. I went up to her. Go up for is for auctioning. RCB is up for auctioning to compete and such. Not appropriate here. Go into, go up into, go up by. I hope they don't exist in English. And touched her on the arm. Blank space. When the woman turned around, she wasn't Sandra. I thought she was my friend, but she wasn't. Whoa. Obviously, it'll be surprising. Won't be smooth or correct. She wasn't. I won't be happy for that. I'll be surprised. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you are. Now, the preposition, I think all of us know. Come on. Not at all. No, 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 no. Not at all. So, I just said, I'm sorry. I blank space you for a friend. I disguise. I disguised. That means I myself am disguising myself. I am changing my own appearance, but I'm not changing my appearance. I thought you are my friend, but you are not. So no disguise for me myself. I mistook you. I'm sorry, you are mistaken. I'm not the one you are looking for. Somebody else. Mistook someone for someone. That means you think somebody is somebody else, but he or she is not. Judgment wasn't there. Recognize is with eyes to identify. And I recognized, but the person is not that person. How would you recognize? Mistake someone for somebody else. I mistook you for a friend. She stared at my face and because later on, you know what she did. You know what she looked like. So she stooped so low. Stoop is to be, what should I say? Inclined in terms of that's a posture, not a gesture. So not stoop. She's scared. Object should have been here. She scared me. She scared is not a grammatically correct sentence. Snoring when you sleep and make noise. That is snoring. Scowled. Look at someone staringly and such. To be honest, her face shocked me. She blank spaced me off a witch. Past indefinite. The whole story is going in past. She was reminding me there was not a continuous activity. Hey, hey, I'm a witch. Hey, hey, you recognized? I'm a witch. Hey, hey. Not an action going on of remind is V1. She plus V1 doesn't exist. The story belongs to past. She reminded me of a witch. I thought she's a witch from a children's story. Possible. Like in stories, we hear that epic is not for children. Mahabharat is an epic, not for children, not containing witches. Anecdote is a real story, real event told in an amusing way. That's not a real event told in an amusing way. Myth? No, that's real. With her long nose and staring eyes. Blank space. I could realize what she was up to. She blank space my purse. As soon is not a conjunction. As soon as is a conjunction. Obviously, before I could realize what she was up to, she stole my purse. That's it. No soon, no sooner. After, I would have caught. Before I could realize what she was up to, she snatched just V2, V2, V2 all across the passage. Interesting story, huh? I thought someone, hey, Rohit, oh, you're not Rohit? I'm sorry. But she looked at me in such a manner that I was so surprised. She looked like a witch from a children's story. Before I could realize, she snatched my purse. Great. Doubts, welcome. Another one. As always, grab the tone, flow, theme. We'll have the options then. I hope gone through the passage. Let's solve it. Done. Okay. So, in spite of all the honors that were heaped upon him, he remained a simple man. Blank space heart. On heart doesn't exist. At heart, yep. If somebody's simple at heart, he's innocent. He doesn't have attitude or false pride and everything. Nothing like in heart. By heart is correct, but this is to memorize. You have to remember this poem. Just come tomorrow and learn it by heart. To remember something. Remember is a better choice. Memorize something both ways. So that is by heart. A man who is simple at heart. Probably the memories of his boyhood days when he blank spaced the familiar scenes, just grammar. You are once again talking about things in past. Drew, V2 is okay. No first form, no third form, no SES in past. And the blank space to be a great artist never left him. Probably he wanted to be a great artist. Itching, it's not the sense of itching, not an appropriate term here. Longing, if you long for something, you want to become that. Long, long, long. When I was 3, for example, or when I was 7, I wanted to become a doctor. At the age of 17, I still want to become a doctor. That's longing for so long, 10 years, 15 years. Wish is not the long one. I wish I were taller. I wish I were the richest man on the earth. Without that emotional support of feelings, we say, I wish I were there, just one. But if you want to be a doctor, artist, that's not just a wish. Loathe is opposite, hatred. He blank space a great artist. He became. He did become. That's the answer. Obviously, he became a great artist. He did. Now, V2 is already there. We can't have another V2. V1 should be here. Yep, no V2 or SES or ING after do, does, did. But after 16 years, he blank spaced the brush forever. He became an artist, but change in tone, something negative should be here. After his 16th year, he blank space. Discharge, we don't leave the pen, we don't discharge a pen or brush. Abandon, yes, left. Not release, that's not a movie. Expel somebody from something, remove them from. He put his soul and energy, fixed preposition into. Hey, I worked so hard, I put my heart and soul into this. Put my heart and soul into this. Heart is here, but I put into this. Soul is here, but I put into this. To work extremely hard, toiling. So he put his soul and heart into his work, and it was this energy that in the end blank space him out. Wear out, I think you know, is to be exhausted. For example, I love teaching. I take classes in the morning, I take classes in the afternoon, I take classes in the evening. But at one point, I think I'm so exhausted, I can't take these classes anymore because I've been doing this for 16 years and so wear somebody out. For him, each sufferer was more than a case, more than just a case, more than one case that was to be cured, more than exactly a case, just in the sense of only here. It's not just one case, it's more than just a case. He looked upon the blank space. Remember, you have to put the next preposition. You have to satisfy the next preposition that's against. Mutiny is 1857 mutiny. Rani Lakshmi Bai. So no mutiny here. Rebellion. Scuffle is minor word for something like, oh, this pen should have been there. For his career, scuffle is no. Rivalry is between two competitors. You are talking about hydrophobia. I have this fear. Your fight against a disease. Yep, I should call this a disease, and if in fact it is. Fighting against a disease as a battle. Yes, the fight, battle. Yep. And he was blank space to win at any cost. He was willing to win. He was what should I say, desperate to win and something such. Devise a plan. You devise an idea, a plan, some strategy and such. Developed, once again, would need an object. Developed what? I'm determined to qualify this examination this year. The determination, he wanted to win at any cost, win that battle or fight. Decided to do what? He was decided, sorry. Inactive voice could mean something. He decided to win, okay. But he was decided, that means somebody else decided him. Passive voice. Just one option. He was developed. I didn't notice this. He was developed. That means somebody developed him. Somebody decided him. Somebody devised him. Somebody made him. He was determined. He was dedicated to that such. The only option possible. Another one. Please go through this. Discussing soon. I hope gone through. Please solve. Done. Okay. Probably the last but not the least. If fantasies could be real, everyone might have wanted a cutoff point at which they could instantly block out all the stress. You wanted some cutoff point where you can block out all the stress. Okay, superficial means trivial, not important, but you want a cutoff point, so such light word won't be there. Extrinsic means outer one. We are humans, we can't have an outer button. Just a sec, switch on or switch off, not relevant. Incidental, sometimes we may have, no, we really wanted such. Incidental, not incidental, and inbuilt in the mind. Extrinsic will be the outer one, inbuilt in the mind. It's getting too much. Let's stop. Simplest example, we've been scrolling Instagram for last 30 minutes. I've wasted a lot of time. Let's stop it. That's the intrinsic threshold I have, cutoff point I have in my mind. But so we wanted to have this, but a blank space, restless mind, and ego that cannot take defeat make sure we keep worrying about all kinds of difficulties and all and all and all and all. So, a restless mind, a distantly restless mind is restless. Nothing about distance here. Constantly, yep, always restless. We always keep thinking about things instantly, not a manner of that time here instantly. Discrepancy is difference in two things or data, nothing such. Constantly restless mind. We keep worrying about all kinds of difficulties, including the significant, those which are important, even the imaginary ones. What if he says this to me? I'll say this. What if he does this? I'll do that. There should be something in between to show that scale of significant to not significant, even the imaginary ones. Convivial is friendly. Hey, how is a positive word. I think it's a geological term, just like alluvial soil, we have something like colluvial. A geological term, not needed here. Trivial, not important, fits perfectly. Those which are important, those which are not important, and those which are imaginary. They don't even exist. We keep on worrying about those. Probably it's another technical term, not the English one. No wonder most of us are suffering from chronic stress, which occurs from time to time. Chronic. For a majority, there is no escape from stressful circumstances. We can't shift cities. We can't terminate relations. We can't resign from jobs. We can't restrict social. Calibration is adjustment. Deception. We don't have social deception all the time. Social deception will be something else. Just like I'm watching somebody on Instagram, they are living a luxurious life, but that's a video from the whole day of 2 minutes only. For those rest of 23 hours and more, they are living probably a simple life. This is deception. Ination, I think it doesn't exist in English, or I'll check the meaning of ination. Interaction, obviously we say social interaction. I won't be talking to anyone, then I'll be stress free. No. What is ination? Let's check in a minute. And wait for, so we can't shift cities or terminate relations or resign from jobs or restrict social interaction and wait for ideal stress-free conditions to come our way. We can change the way we blank space and deal with stress. That means we have to live with all these, but we have to change. We have to change the way we contrive is to plan something negative. No. That should be positive. The way we deal with stress should be restrive. We'll have to check this one also. It doesn't exist in English. I'll check. Archive is for documents which are no longer in use. WhatsApp chat has an option to archive. Your Gmail has an option to archive. Documents which are no longer important. Perceive, of course, the way we see things. We have to change that perception, notion, the way we see things like that. Okay, let's check ination. No, and restrive, and we finish things off. Ination is what? I'm checking live because I can tell you then. Oh, a technical term, that's why. An outgrowth from the surface of a leaf or other plant or other part of a plant. We don't remember the technical terms always. And what was that? That was restrive or restrive. Yes, it doesn't exist. I was searching for restrive and it said, did you mean this? No, it doesn't exist. It's once again restrictive, nothing like restrive. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye. Take care. Be safe. I hope that was another beneficial session. We discussed 3 cloze tests with 25 questions in this one. Love to see you pretty soon. Before I finish, would love to inform you of the same. You can download the PDFs from your app of the sessions conducted at YouTube also. Go to your courses section, find out, you will see the YouTube PDFs option out there. And do inform your friends. Stay connected, do subscribe. We regularly conduct free classes here at YouTube, which I'm sure you won't think are YouTube classes or paid classes, with the same dedication, same intensity, same level. Thanks a lot. Do subscribe. See you in another session. And before I finish, let me inform you of this ongoing Champions sale at Oliveboard, in which one can grab flat 58% discount. It ends today. So do check before you leave. You can opt for SSC Lite, check the features. Elite, I suggest Super Elite, in which you get access to everything at once. All the courses, current and upcoming ones, mock tests, PYQs, batches, videos, notes, everything available. And if you're preparing for railway examinations also, go for SSC plus Railways Elite. Okay, so do check before you leave. It includes everything: videos, reattempt for SSC, CGL, CHSL, other exams, 750 plus tests, mocks, PYP, and everything. Classes, batches, courses for Telugu and Tamil medium also, apart from English and English medium. Do check and apply the code CHAMP to get it for, or get it at 58% off. Okay, bye bye, take care, be safe. Thank you so much.